Today I'm going to show you how to make a self-watering system for pot plants, which is particularly useful if you're going away and there's no one to water your plants. I'm going to just show you the setup first, and then I'll show you how to make it. This is the setup now. You have a reservoir here, which is open with water, filled with water. Then you've got a 3mm clear plastic tube. Then you've got a one-way valve and another bit of tube going into this bottle and going right down to the bottom, and it goes through a very small hole in the bottle cap, which is sealed. So this system here is sealed. This bottle is filled about 2/3 with water and 1/3 with air, and then from here it goes from the bottom, the tube goes from the bottom, comes out the cap through another one-way valve, and this represents the pot plant. Now this system's been running for about 24 hours, so I'm just going to show you how much water has collected in the pot plant over that period. Just to pour the water in here. Okay, it's about 110 milliliters of water that's gone through in a day, which is plenty for a pot plant. The rate of flow is going to depend largely on temperature. So when it's cold, there'll be no flow, and as the day warms up, the air in this bottle will warm up and expand and force water out. Now the only way the water can go is towards the pot plant, because we've got these two one-way valves. The reservoir needs to be obviously have enough water in it to last while you're away. The water in the bottle stays more or less the same. Then at night, when it cools down, it can't suck water out of the plant because of the one-way valve. Well, it will suck out of here and replace any water that's gone out of the bottle. Okay, I just want to show you now how to assemble this self-watering system. So first of all, we're going to need some clear vinyl tubing, 3mm diameter internal, and if you measure the external, it's about 5mm external diameter. Then cut some of the tubing so that it can go to the bottom of the bottle and through to your reservoir, and another one from the bottom of the bottle through to the pot plant. So cut that length about. Then you get these little one-way valves. They don't even cost $1 on the internet. You get them from eBay. They allow water to flow from this side, which is flat, through to this side, but they will not allow water to flow back the other way. So you'll have to get a few of those. Then cut your pipe in the middle and put your valve in, but be sure you know which way the water is going to be flowing. This has got to flow towards the pot plant, and the other one's got to flow from the reservoir towards the bottle. I'll show you all that in a minute. Now you have to make a tight seal on the bottle because this air in here must not be connected to the atmosphere. So what I do is I take just an ordinary cool drink bottle, and they've got these plastic caps, and then I take a drill. Because this is 5mm on the outside, I'm going to need something about a little bit less than that to get a very tight seal on there. So I'm using a 4.5mm drill bit, and I have to drill 2 holes. Okay, then once I've drilled the 2 holes, I've now got to thread them. This one comes from the reservoir. You can see it's going to flow that way. So I'll put it in this hole here. You notice, just come closer, you notice I cut these at a bevel end. because that makes it a lot easier to thread through here, because it's a very tight fit. So you just wiggle it until it comes through, and when it comes through a little way, you can pull it through like that to the depth you need to get to the bottom of the bottle. Okay, there's that one done. And the other one is going to go to the pot plant, so it's going to be flowing that way. So I'll thread that one. And we pull that one through to the same length as the other one. Then we thread them into the bottle and just rotate the bottle to tighten the cap. Now the cap's got to be airtight, so get to the end, tighten it really tight. Okay. Then we'll just, I normally put the reservoir a bit higher than the pot plant, just to make sure that we're not putting too much demand on the system. So we'll put the bottle there. Now we've got to look at which way it's got to flow. So this is the one that goes in the reservoir. I'll just put a stone in there to keep it down so it doesn't suck air. And then we'll get a pot plant, put that on this side, and then you get your tube and a stake and a couple of cable ties just to tie it to the stake. One is probably going to be enough. And then the tip of the tube's got to go under the soil, so you can just make a little cavity and press it in, and that should hold it in place, and that's your system all set up. Okay, now before we put these into the bottle, you need to prime the reservoir tube first. So I just use a syringe, but you can suck on there if you're confident that the water's clean. And you can see pulling through. Here we are, that's primed. The other one you don't prime yet. I'll show you how to prime that in a minute. So then you just put them in and rotate the bottle to tighten. It's got to be airtight, so get it really tight. So that's that side of it done. Then the other side, which is in the soil, on the pot plant side, you can prime that right at the end. I'm just using the syringe again, and you just pull some water through. You can see the water coming through. So now your whole system's primed, so you don't get any airlocks. And that's about it. So if you found this useful, please like and share this video and subscribe to this channel. There will be some more DIY ideas coming along. Thank you for watching.